UntoldRoots, Angels in Disguise. In a small second-floor flat above a Brixton corner shop, a woman wakes before the city does. The sun hasn't risen, not fully, but there's a blue-grey hush, filtering through broken blinds, casting long shadows across worn sheets and a battered denim jacket slung across a chair. She is called Anna. Mixed blood runs through her, Jamaican and Irish, a confluence of stories, legacies, rebellions. Her skin carries the warmth of honey and burnt copper. Her hair, dark auburn, spills in soft curls when not tied back beneath silk. Her eyes are hazel, flecked with gold, like old glass catching light for the first time. But beneath her shoulder blade, faded with time and memory, is a scar. It curves like the edge of a feather. She tells no one what it means. She says little of who she was before, but the truth is simple and impossible. Anna is an angel, or rather, she was. Once divine, now something else. Not fallen, not quite, disguised, exiled, still burning. She works part-time in a cafe where the milk steamer doesn't work and customers talk over her voice. She walks home, down cracked pavements, with her hood up, headphones in, a notebook clutched in one hand and a takeaway container in the other. She smokes on rooftops, sleeps with her earrings in, stares at the moon like it's an old friend she can't talk to anymore. Most people don't look twice, just another woman trying to make rent. But if you stop, if you really look, you might see it. The stillness in her, the quiet, the ache of something ancient. She is not what this world was made to hold. And yet, here she is, living inside it. There was a time when Anna was made of light. Not metaphor, not memory, but flame and sound and holiness. A seraph in the choir. 6 wings, eyes like novas, purpose braided into her being. She was part of the machinery of the divine, not meant to feel, only to serve. But that changed. A single choice. She intervened. She saved someone meant to die. She bent the thread of fate, and for that, she was exiled, ripped from heaven like a splinter from wood, cast into this life, into this body, into Brixton, into skin that remembers too much. She does not regret it. She has never once regretted it. Anna walks Cold Harbour Lane at night. Neon signs buzz, chicken shop lights flicker. She walks past them like a ghost that hasn't decided what it wants to haunt. A boy sits in the corner, bruised, eyes glassy. She pauses, looks at him, doesn't say a word, just leaves her last £5 note beside his hand, walks on. She can't help it. It's not performative, it's compulsive. Compassion woven into the marrow. Each act burns her a little more, but she keeps doing it, over and over again. Her flat is small, cluttered, full of heat and silence. On the wall, faded family photographs, an altar of candles, scraps of poems written in the backs of receipts. In the mirror, a woman not fully here, eyes that have seen worlds no human voice can name, a scar that throbs under moonlight. Sometimes, when she closes her eyes, she dreams of her wings, vast, white gold, radiant, stretching across skies no longer hers. And sometimes, not always, she feels something watching her, something still divine, something not pleased. She does not care. She made her choice, and she makes it again, every day. The people in Anna's life do not know her truth. Elijah, a boy of light too young to know what he carries, clings to her shadow like it's safety. He is breaking slowly, and she sees it, feels it. Layla, a protector worn thin, crosses paths with Anna in the silence between exhaustion and defiance. They nod, but don't speak. Not often. Too much pain between them. Asher. Asher is a different matter. He remembers what she was and what she did. He speaks in riddles, gathers shadows like coins. Their history is old, complicated, dangerous. But the one that lingers is Zara. Zara, the wound that walks like a woman. Zara, with cruelty curled around her tongue like honey. Anna wants to heal her. She shouldn't, but she does. It's in her nature. Even broken, she longs to restore. Even exiled, she still believes. Sometimes the scar glows. Not always, not visibly, but in moments, flashes, when anger cracks through her shell. When she slams a cupboard too hard and the air shifts around her. When she sees injustice done in the open and no one blinks. When a man calls her darling with too much weight in the word and she forces her face into stillness. The light leaks out. Just a little, enough to remind her, enough to hurt. In the back of a market, an old woman touches Anna's hand and tells her she's walked this world before. "You've got eyes too old for your face, girl," she says. "Whatever you've lost, you haven't finished finding." Anna doesn't answer. She never does. But later, in her room, she lights a candle, watches the flame stretch, unnaturally, toward her scar. And for a second, just a second, she lets herself believe it still means something. She dreams of fire, of streets made of glass, of voices singing in languages long extinct, of herself, wings torn and bleeding, walking forward through the smoke, and always, always, the same question rings in the silence. Would you do it again? She never answers because she knows the answer, because it burns too deep to say out loud. Anna is not here to be saved. She is here to serve, to feel, to carry, to burn herself down again and again if it means someone else doesn't have to. That's the true punishment. Not the fall, not the exile, but the knowledge that she can never stop caring. Even when it costs her everything, even when no one thanks her, or sees her, or believes, especially then. She may never return to what she was. But maybe she doesn't need to. Maybe being human, fragile, furious, mortal, is its own kind of divine. Maybe the fall wasn't the end. Maybe it was the beginning of something deeper, of something real, of something untold. Anna walks on, through the city, through the storm, through the centuries in her bones. Not fallen, not forgotten, simply here. An angel in disguise, hiding in plain sight, burning quietly, saving the world in ways no one will ever see. If you are listening closely, maybe you've felt it too. That strange knowing, that quiet pull, that question you've never been able to shake. Who were you before the world told you who you are? Welcome to Untold Roots. If this world speaks to you, if these questions stir something inside you, we invite you to stay. Subscribe to Untold Roots to journey with us into the forgotten corners, the hidden battles, the mysteries of souls who carry more than this one life. Like this video if the story resonates. Comment below. Share your thoughts, your questions, the moments when you felt that pull, that strange knowing. Because we have so much more to share. And this is just the beginning. The roots run deep, and they are waiting for you. Thank you for being here.